we're here with Miss Rhonni from the Queen's Pantry and Tea and Strumpets. Miss Rhonni, what are we going to be doing today?
Well, we're going to make some pimento cheese so that we can have some finger sandwiches and sit down to a bunch of treats.
Woohoo!
We've got big fans out in the tea room, and it's a nice day. And Marlena loves my pimento cheese, so I'm going to teach her how to make it.
Woo!
So
excited.
You're both going to get tasks. So, task here, she says, as if she can open this.
Wow, magic.
Is you have to squeeze the moisture out of this. I'm bringing you two more.
Okay.
The other trick
to
to
wait
get,
till you fill it?
Yes. The other trick to good pimento cheese is don't shrimp on the pimentos. It's the most expensive element, but it's the first name in the title. It's supposed to be.
I kind of like cheese a lot.
Well, we got a lot of cheese. The other trick is sharp cheddar.
Ooh, it's
Now-
cold.
See, I'm here for you, Jennifer. I need you to mince this jalapeno. This is the real reason you have gloves on. Because if you're going to brighten up pimento cheese enough to excite people,
How much are we mincing?
you're going to mince that entire.
Like really small?
You want it pretty small.
Can I squeeze these too hard? Is that such
No,
a thing?
it's not a thing.
Okay. Pimento paste coming up.
I almost cut the tip off my glove.
No!
Not my finger,
None
my
of that.
glove.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Well,
Then it gets some minced garlic.
I probably would have thought
Ooh,
twice
I smell the garlic.
about giving me a knife.
It's going to get a cup of this.
So Rhonni, where are we here?
Okay, so where we are right now, we are in the catering kitchen of Tea and Strumpets, which is upstairs, above. So downstairs we have a little counter and we do BLTs and avocado toast and mimosas
Yummy.
and pimento cheese. You can get pimento cheese on toast down there. And upstairs we do 2 formal teas. Are you being careful?
Yes.
Yep,
Okay.
keep going. We nothing to see here.
We do 2 high teas a day. We do a high tea at 11 o'clock and we do a high tea at 4 o'clock. And those are full meals,
Yes, they are.
seated,
So good.
china,
You have an amazing view
bottomless,
of everything.
bottomless hot tea. Although the first weekends we'll also give you an option of iced tea. Because this is Texas, not England, in a mini ice age. And so we will keep bringing you tea the whole time. You sit, we have when we sit down I'll show you what a tea spread looks like. Just not exact. Because
Fine.
what's in it is what I felt like making. Not
Fair enough.
Scotch eggs and pasties and scones and the things that I normally make. I just made a bunch of stuff.
Remember when we looked up pasties?
Yes.
And you got pasties?
I saw the word and I was like, she offers what?
We weren't questioning you, we were questioning ourselves.
All the time.
All right. Did one of you want to do the boom on the black pepper? So I'll let you if you really want to.
I feel like you should just do it.
So geez, when no more moisture comes out of the pimentos,
Uh-huh.
you're going to dump it in here.
I feel like it's never ending moisture.
When you
Yeah.
squeeze the pimentos to death.
It's a trick. And the other thing that this does if you're making pimento cheese and you want to impress somebody. If you leave all the water in it, it looks like what you got at the grocery store.
Ah.
Because water's cheap and they would rather sell you water.
Yeah.
But when it's dry and fluffy and holds the shape for hours, then they know you made it from scratch. So,
All right.
the thing that is new this year is we've rearranged our dining room to
Right.
meet the CDC's guidelines.
Gotcha.
And those guidelines involve 6 feet in between tables. They also involve seating parties. So I'm not going. Part of the experience of a tea in the past was you were seated with strangers, and that's not going to happen now. People are going to buy their pile of tickets. They're going to buy a table's worth of tickets and then disperse them as they wish.
Right.
Gotcha.
So that's a little different, but it's only the 3rd year, so pretty much every year something's been a little different.
Right.
So are you ready?
Sure. Am I putting those in?
You're putting those in.
This is jalapeno.
Jalapeno, seeded jalapeno.
Music for your jalapeno.
I make little doot 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 noises pretty much all the time when I'm in the kitchen. Phil has finally realized I'm not really singing a song, I'm just making noise. Like it goes
This
on
job
forever.
will never be done. Are you sure this is ready?
I'm sure.
I could be happy.
And this can go inside out. This tool was a breakthrough
So
for
cool.
us. It is a bag for making almond milk.
Ah,
It's a nut milk bag.
that will be edited.
Yes. Sorry, Giggle Fest girls. Try not to
I
put
know.
more
It's a
mayo.
lot of juice.
It is.
Good. Give the camera a look-see.
Ta-da.
Oh!
Good. As the camera itself goes, ooh. So the only other thing that's really particular, as she says through a mask, about tea sandwiches is everyone expects the crust to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
And cutting squishy sandwiches is not always neat.
No.
No, you leave
What we've learned is
fingerprints.
the trick is to freeze the bread and to cut it while the bread is frozen. Now, this is not completely frozen because you and I are going to eat it in just a few minutes.
Wow.
But
Got it.
I've got pimento cheese in the middle, and I'm gonna get clean edges, not squishy edges, because my bread is frozen. Insider's tip from tea room owners everywhere. Oh, look, a snack.
Too bad we have our masks on.
I know.
We would have to stop, remove it, eat it.
Eat it
And
and
put
put
it
them
back.
back on. Oh, darn. All right, I made triangles earlier. But we're going to do this. This is the one that goes to the kitchen, and this one's going to become triangles. And so that's what we do. Now, if I'm doing a bunch of them,
Mm-hmm.
I will actually sit here and match up triangles and maybe steal one from another sandwich to make sure that the two that are on the tower match and are perfect.
Uh-huh.
Because you never want to force friends to go, oh no, you take the big one. Yeah.
Preventing breakups.
Preventing breakups.
Yeah.
This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to put all this on a tower and go outside and eat. So now we're in the tea room,
Yes.
which is open air, which gives us a lot of flexibility about how we can seat people. We still have 6 feet between all the tables. And in order to meet the suggestions by the CDC and by the National Restaurant Association, what we're doing is we're selling whole tables. The seats cost is the same. It's exactly the same, $55 for high tea. And for that, you're going to get, this is one person's food.
Right.
And this is not exactly it because I don't have Scotch eggs on here, I don't have pasties on here. It's a
Right.
little bigger even on a show day, which is a lot of food. And we offer iced tea at the beginning of the show if you want, or you can have hot tea. That's bottomless. But we have 6 tops and 4 tops. And so that means that buy a 6 top, it's $330, and then you get all 6 tickets to disperse as you wish.
Right.
And 4 top, $220. And where we are right now is on a show day, you can hear the music at the main music gazebo.
Right.
And if you're up here during a parade, the parade comes by right underneath us. So depending on what that schedule looks like, you could pick a tea that would let you look at the parade. No, this tea is one of my teas. It is named after Jovita Idar, and it is called Passionate Readers, and it's full of passion fruit and mango.
And it's delicious.
And even without sugar, it's a little sweet and refreshing. Did you have any questions?
And we can purchase your tea below.
Yes, I have the tea packaged in 50 gram and 25 gram and 100 gram bags.
Oh,
Ready to go.
fantastic.
And how do they make reservations for the high tea?
if you go to the TRF page, under things to do, it's a drop down and it'll say Tea and Strumpets, and click on that, and then their system, the ticketing system, lets you pick your date.
Right.
That's important because you also have to make sure you pick the same date for your festival tickets.
Yes.
And for that reason, we're only selling through that interface.
Yes, that's good.
Last year we had an interface on our own site, but then you'd have to kind of hunt for the, we're just going to leave it in the one shopping cart on the festival site so people can make sure they get the right ticket.
So TextWrittenFest.com, under things to do, Tea and Strumpets.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And for anybody that doesn't know, this year the tickets to the festival are date specific, so that's what we're talking about here. Tickets for tea have always been date specific because you're buying a reservation to a specific meal. Everything's made from scratch. All the baked things are made in Queen's Pantry, which is our sister shop. And we'll cut little bits of people's favorites. And it's kind of a way to try all the things that are normally oversized out of the Queen's Pantry case.
Yes.
So that's nice. The other thing is that it's kind of a quiet, I mean, there's a lot of bustle going on underneath you up here, but it's kind of this quiet space to get to in the middle of the craziness of a show day. And this piece of the show is rarely anything other than crowded.
Mm-hmm. And this deck is only open for teas, right?
That's right, that's right. There's a little bit of time somebody could come up in the morning or in the evening, but during a tea event, the only people that can get up here are people with tickets. And that helps us keep this clean and safe for them. There's all kinds of rules about when we can set a table if people are gonna walk by it, and we're doing everything we can to keep everything along the rules that CDC has set.
Right.
Awesome. Well, we had fun making pimento cheese
Good.
for these sandwiches. I know Jennifer got an arm workout from squeezing those pimentos.
Oh, yeah.
And then we learned how to cut a tea sandwich correctly. I don't know if I'll remember that, but it's a good try. And then thank you for hosting us for this lovely spread here. It looks so delicious.
And also thank you for at least making all the changes you had to do operationally just so we could still enjoy this during the festival.
Right,
so
thanks.
I know it was a lot.
It's been interesting.
Well, it might not be the same as previous seasons. It's exactly what needs to be done to make sure we can still enjoy it and do it safely and properly. So we appreciate you.
Thanks for noticing. curried egg salad with little bits of.
That's why she's been eyeing it.
Right. It has little bits of green apple, which is like the secret.
So good.
That's awesome.
I'm glad you came.
Thank you, ma'am.
Cheers.
Cheers.